Hello, I'm Dick Bennett for Omni's Book Sampler. The Omni Center for Peace, Justice, and Ecology has this weekly series about books on peace, peacemakers, and peacemaking. I have 3 books, as usual, this afternoon. The first one is entitled, Islam Means Peace. This is an important book right now. Islam has been under considerable attack by people in the United States and perhaps in the West, as itself being hostile to the West and being a belligerent religion. But this book, this large book, this well-researched book, shows that Islam means peace. The subtitle of the book is Understanding the Muslim Principle of Nonviolence Today. This book studies the source texts of Islam, that is, the Quran, and the conduct of its prophet, Muhammad, to show that preponderantly both text and prophet stand for peace. I'll read one sentence about this subject from Mahatma Gandhi. My reading of the Quran has convinced me that the basis of Islam is not violence, but is unadulterated peace. It regards forbearance as superior to vengeance. The very word Islam means peace, which is nonviolence. Words by Gandhi. Actually, I have 4 books here today, but the second and third books are the same book. The first one I'll tell you about is A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. This is his classic first volume that tells about the history of the United States from the point of view of those persons who have been the victims, in many ways, the victims of the United States westward movement. The Arawaks, for example, the opening chapter is about Columbus and what happened to the Arawaks of the Bahama Islands where he landed. The Arawaks were much like Indians on the mainland, who were remarkable for their hospitality, their belief in sharing. These traits did not stand out in the Europe of the Renaissance, and most of those people died by the sword or by the diseases brought by the Spaniards, and that is a pattern that continued. The other book to tell you about is by Howard Zinn, entitled A Young People's History of the United States. So it is an adaptation of his People's History of the United States, an adaptation by Rebecca Steffoff. So there's his original book and a shorter version for young people. My last book is about forgiveness. It's entitled The Forgiveness Factor, Stories of Hope and in a World of Conflict by Michael Henderson. The Forgiveness Factor. This book is easy to read and full of stories of self-searching, modesty, quiet courage, and unacknowledged success in resolving conflict. The forgiveness factor, important for peace and to peacemakers in peacemaking. Thank you. This has been Dick Bennett for Omni's book sampler on peace, peacemaking, and peacemakers.